Join me. Can I help you find your treasure? I have a map showing the way to your vast treasure located on Treasure Island. Specifically located, we'll tell you about that later. Do you want to learn where your treasure is waiting to be found? It's simple. I have the map. The directions are all written in a book. We have kept the way to your special treasure secret all this time, so that no one else but you can find it. It is reserved just for you. Do you want to know where to find it? Hi, I'm Barry Thornton, an LBO practitioner for over 35 years, and I built up all my businesses from small operations to large operations using Leveraged Buyout. It is a great system. The map hidden in a book, known to only a few, is called LBO, which is what I have used, and many wealthy and well-recognized entrepreneurs in this world have used it. Many are looking for this information, but you have been chosen to receive this vital knowledge, showing you the way to wealth and privilege. The richest today have their copies of this map. Others, who obtained their personal LBO maps over the years, they include some of the richest men in the world. I will reveal some of them later. I hope your map, if you think you already have one, doesn't look like the following map, with no directions at all. And there we are. You can see the stony ground, the waterless sandy desert, the nothing, swamp, the sinking swamp, and the dry grassland. And then on the other side, of course, is, all the beauty and all the success, etc. you want. But we all start at Hope Point down here, and that's where we all arrive. And then we may end up in the stony ground and the sinking swamp and the dry grasslands, etc. Persevere and win against the odds. Obtaining the LBO map to wealth requires a little coin and lots of courage to go and get your treasure. It's there for the taking. Do you have the courage to seize the opportunity? Like the imaginary map we have there are many traps, oceans of ignorance about what you are doing, swamps to sink you, and hurdles to overcome, monsters of hostility to prevent you from winning. But the treasure is massive, and for those that persevere, it is well worth it. Why do you think it's going to be easy? Join me in the quest to get your rightful wealth. Join me so we can point you in the right direction to overcome any obstacles. The map has to be used like the men who obtained their LBO maps long ago, sometimes decades or sometimes hundreds of years ago, to wealth. Men like Trump, Sugar, Branson, and of course the Baron de Rothschild, who originally enunciated this in the 1800s, Mittal. Many other small, medium and large business people who used their maps to find huge treasure over the centuries and decades. Join me. It's all yours to seize. Join me now. The treasure is yours for the taking, but I warn you it requires courage with a lot of hard work. But you will soon learn to recognize the markers as to where it is. You must learn to take the rough with the good. As shown on the imaginary Treasure Island map, we start at Hope Point. Without the map, some can take the wrong road into the stony ground of discouragement, or into waterless sandy desert of frustration adjacent to the sinking swamp, where all hope and ambition sink and disappear out of sight. But just past that is the Blue Lagoon with refreshing water and fish. The Bridge of Hope, the yellow brick road to wealth on the way to lots of food and success. So many grab defeat from the jaws of victory, and that is the very point. You know, many that I have trained have succeeded, but also many have failed due to these very real discouraging facts. So, you know, we have taken over businesses. When I say, you know, make a offer on 10 and you'll get maybe 1, I've never found it that bad, to tell you the truth. It's always been a lot better than that. But, you know, you will find your own way on this once you get into it. Where is the treasure? It's not on faraway Treasure Island. As you discover the route to LBO, it will be seen that all you have to do is seize the opportunities, and you will find the treasure that are always there in front of you, surrounding you. It's a vast treasure, some rumour it to be in the billions or trillions. It's located in many, many places. In South Africa, they tell a story of a man who owned a very bad farm. It had lots of rocks on it, and even if he cleared the rocks, they seemed to come back. He seemed to be growing rocks more than anything else. He finally sold it in frustration. And as he left there, and he went to see all the friends and everybody around who he'd been with, and then one company said, "Well, come back, you're a hard worker, we'd love to give you a job." He went and took his money, and he bought a right to mine diamonds at Kimberley, and it cost him more than he was making, and he found a few diamonds, so he could recognize what a diamond was. And he sold his prospect and then left and went back to where he had been. And as he's walking past the piece of land which he'd sold, he thought, what a terrible piece of land, all those terrible stones, etc. He suddenly realized that some of those stones were diamonds, because now he could recognize them for what they were. And isn't that the story we're telling here? Join us now. Go to our site at www.leveragedbuyout.org or phone us on 0845 057 7819. And we'd love to just have a chat to you if you wish to chat before you get involved.